I wish you could sit at the table, but we don't have enough seats.
Hopefully this time no bumps in the track.
One more time.
Mike, both cameras are all set, right?
Yes, they are. We are good. All right.
I see sweets in the middle row. You're supposed to walk over your head, and the cap is still on. How is that possible? That's what she said. Keep talking. Haven't heard her before. That I shouldn't have said. Yeah, I just that's not the way I like. Six big juices. Alright guys, welcome to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Dale. Is this microphone working? There we go. Alright, I want to make sure that's too loud. Yeah, you can close the door if you want. Alright, so I want to apologize for those technical difficulties for now anyways. Alright, so the way this is going to work, I kind of went through it briefly with you guys, but we're going to try to get as many people up here as we can in the next hour, hopefully. And what's going to happen is that this is going to be a tournament style in terms of how people play the game. Basically, I'll just go through it very briefly. We're going to try to get as many people up here. Hopefully, I'm going to try to get more than 5 people up, one person at a time, obviously. Oh, we need a hot seat then. I just realized that. Unless, yeah, just put a seat right there. Ow. Someone died. That doesn't sound good. All right. Yeah, are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. All right. So this room's small enough. I don't really think we need a microphone unless we want to use this one. But all right. So basically, the more questions you get right, the bigger bar you'll be setting for the next person. Because the way it works is that whoever has the highest score, see like how it's like you want to try to get the highest score as possible, because the person that does have the highest score at the end of this panel will be able to come up and actually pick which prize they want over here. And I will show you what I brought this year with me. That sounds eerily like the biggest money. All right, I have one bookcase closed, which I actually brought a DVD set with me. I didn't watch this. I have never really paid attention to the series. Yep.
so that's
Last word is really good.
I have several. Last rider. That's right, I will see it. I have a few Naruto coasters. I mean, nice and folded, but if you want them.
What's up?
Both teams are in the playoffs, and I know you guys all have Boston spirit by being here at Anime Boston, so I brought a couple of these very nice sports watches, one being the Boston Bruins, one being the Boston Celtics. DVD right here, the ones that were in this series, which I thought.
What's the series?
That kind of helps.
No, you're not.
I mean, you know where you're going. You're not.
If you feel like you want to be retro and you want to get something that might be worth a lot of money that you keep it brand new, I have Dragon Ball Z VHS tapes still shrink wrapped.
We're about done. There's more in the next 20 minutes. If you call the
That's winner of this panel might come up and they might want to take the $10 Amazon.com gift card. Or if you feel like you need some caffeine to get yourself through the rest of this convention, because as we all know, we're not going to get any sleep for the rest of the weekend. There is a $5 Donuts gift card right here. All right, Eric.
Are you teasing me? You can just put them right in front of me.
All right, guys. So we're just gonna randomly pick who wants to come up here as a contestant. So if you feel like you know a lot about anime,
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. 3 was it.
Yes. Give that to her. Yes, give that to her. Give that to her. Let her do that.
I love that High School of the Dead.
That's what I did today.
All right, then, just test that first. He's gonna turn on. He's turning it on himself.
Hello?
All
All right, so that's a little too loud for everyone. All right, so how you doing today?
Yeah, how you doing?
You're the contestant. I'm asking you, how are you doing?
I thought you were asking the audience. How's the audience doing
Hey,
today?
how is everyone doing today? Oh, come on, I want to hear it. All right. Some weird feedback, I think. All right, so is this your first year in Anime Boston?
No, I've been going since I was 8th grade, and I'm a freshman in college.
Nice, there we go. 5 years. All right, so I just want to let you know right now that since you're the first person, you're going to want to try something bar very high, so let's get the music started. Let's make it scary for her.
What are my like lifelines?
Love how we have no music.
Unlike the rave downstairs, how about a silent rave?
All right, guys, so are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? First thing I want to do is I want to just explain these lifelines really quick. Now, the first lifeline, these are all lifelines based off the actual show, so that's another thing that I changed this year. So, this first lifeline is called Jump the Question, which if you want, you can just skip any question that you don't feel you might know, and basically we'll just go to the next one. Yes, that's as nice and takes that. So now we have the double dip, which lets you answer any question twice. So if you feel like you want another 2 shots at a question, you can use that lifeline. And I will explain, we'll get into that later in terms of how exactly it works. We have the 50-50, which takes away 2 wrong answers from a question, leaving 1 wrong answer and the right one. And finally, we're going to get you all involved, of course, by using the Ask the Audience lifeline. So if you think that you might trust this audience, we'll wait and see how they feel in terms of if you want to use the lifeline for a question. Now, there is one other thing that I added. If you get to the $32,000 level, you will get a 5th lifeline. And this is called the wild card. Basically, the way that this works is that if you can use it towards any lifeline that you've already used beforehand. So let's say you used the jump the question earlier. If you want, if you have the wild card, you can use it to jump the question once again. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into that
When it gets there.
The lifeline chart right there. So,
Are we all ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Alright, so here's the questions, and here are all your categories. Study them very carefully. Look at everything you might want to see.
I just love that first one. Yeah!
Look at them very, I'm going to show it to you after as each question goes along. So, are we all ready? All right. Well, you'll see him again after, all right? So you ready?
Guys, you can come in. There's enough seats.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. For $100, which of these statements is true about the black cat in Trigon? A, his name is Trio Nico. B, he meows. C, he appears in every Trigon episode. D, all the above. Smiley face, hint, hint. Final answer. Yes, you are right. For $100. Point for $200 question. The $200 question is game consoles. Let's see what it is. For $200, name this video game system, which was called the Sega Mega Drive in other countries besides the United States. Is it the Sega Genesis, the Sega Saturn, the Super Nintendo, or the PlayStation 3?
They're reverting back.
Oh, by the way, just to let you all know, like we don't want anyone shouting out answers. Like only, we only want audience's help for when the Ask the Audience happens. But I'll get into that later.
And I'm sorry,
Don't let me get the lemon
audience, but
tornado.
you.
She wants to use the Ask the Audience. So, wait, you don't want to use Ask the Audience? Oh, okay. I thought you said you need the audience's help. Pay attention. Sorry. All right. So what is it?
Do we give a prize if we play?
Yeah, everyone that comes up will get a prize, like no matter what. Like I said, it's whoever gets the most amount of questions right will be the first person to come up, and then so on and so forth afterward.
I guess we'll go 50-50.
You want to do the 50-50? Are you sure? Are you sure? I mean, if you want, you can use the Ask the Audience or something. You want to ask the audience? All right, so he wants to ask the audience, so we can yell out anything anyone. So, well, she wants to ask the audience, so I guess she doesn't know her video game console. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to say, here thinks it's answer A, who thinks it's answer B, and just show a raise of hands, don't shout out anything. And if you don't know what it is, still get your best guess at what you think it is. So, all right, who thinks it's answer A? Sega Genesis. Do you really need to ask them if they think it's PC or D?
I trust the audience. I'll go with that was A, right?
Sega Genesis. Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I think she's going to need that Dunkin' Donuts card.
And yes, you can thank the audience because it is Sega Genesis. Right there, I got to mark that on. So you're down to 3 lifelines, but you're still in good shape. All right, so for $300, at the arcade is the category. Here we go. Name this popular arcade game. Is it Cuber, Mario, Pac-Man, or Ryu? Like I said, do not shout out anything, please. I mean, like, I'm talking to the audience, I mean, like, so.
You can be as loud as you want, as long as we can hear.
Tessa can be as loud as she wants. So what do you...
I go B, Ryu.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Oh my god, I am sorry, but that is the incorrect answer. Oh my god!
I don't think he had anything to do with
But Pac-Man's sideways when he's in the video.
Well, let's give her a hand. All right, so she's done. So that was
As in the word Pac-Man.
Seeing me a big question. I knew those flyers were you, but I'm gonna select the next person myself, so hang on, guys.
Is that a shoe? Is it a shoe? Okay, I see Batman. I see, who's that?
see you. Yeah, I see a Pikachu. All right, I'm gonna pick myself. So really, myself. I want to see. Everyone's holding up everything, but I think the best thing that I want to pick here is that person that's holding up that giant pillow in the back. Don't worry, don't say aw, you're gonna get your chance next time. Aw. Yes, good. Alright, so I don't even need to explain the lifelines or anything, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
That's good. Are you having a good time in Anime Boston?
That's good. Is this your first time?
No, this is my computer.
Nice. All right, so I just wanted to let you know that the last person won nothing, so unfortunately, but
She's gonna get a prize.
she will get a prize, but this means that you're the next person that can set the bar high if you get a lot of questions right. So
I still think this.
All right, so first thing first, I'm going to show you all the categories for this upcoming bracket. Pay attention to them. Look at anything that you might need to use. All right, so are you all set? All right, guys, here we go. Score $100. Let's do it.
We are not giving it away.
Villanelle Owens, Trigon, Bleach, or Sailor Moon?
See, each final answer.
For $100. Yes, here it is. Here we go for $200. Ancient puzzles. No wonder. And you get Is it a circle, square, triangle, or hexagon?
I vote hexagon. That sucker's going to be hard to put together.
Well, this seems really difficult. See, triangle fingers.
For $200 and not have to use a lifeline. Sorry, no offense. Yes, you are right. It is triangle. By the way, just let everyone know in the back, I think I have my own camera is back there on a stand. Like, I just wanted to make sure, like, you guys aren't, like, walking or anything, so. All right, for $300, let's see what the category is. Name that anime. Let's see what it is. The name of this anime is Kimba Lion. Is it white, brave, kawaii, or small? Why would you put kawaii?
A white final answer.
For $300. And yes, you are right. Here we go on with the $500 question. Anime opening song. What English Pokemon opening starts its lyrics with, "So you want to be a master of Pokemon"? Is it the first opening, the fifth opening, the eighth opening, or the second opening? Final answer. Yes, you are right. Moving on to the $1,000 question. It's the same name, and if you get this right, you cannot leave for less than $1,000 anime dollars. And category is fighting video games. Let's see what it is. Felicia and John Talbane are characters from what fighting game series? And is it Street Fighter, The King of Fighters, Darkstalkers, or Guilty Gear? And you can, hey, you have all your lifelines. Don't feel like you don't. You want to ask the audience? All right, let's just ask the audience. All right, that's no problem. Ask the audience. All right, so here we go, guys. So over here thinks it's A, Street Fighter.
Wow.
Who thinks it's A, The King of Fighters?
One person.
Yeah, I added the phone front sound effect for it. Who thinks it's C, Darkstalkers? Should I even ask you if they think it's D?
That's just for yucks.
All right.
What is Guilty Gear?
All right, so we're back to this. Do you think it's C, Darkstalkers? It's up to you, though.
Yeah, we're going.
All right, for $1,000. And yes, it is Darkstalkers. For $1,000. is the big O. Oh.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
Oh my. And the big O, Norman, is Roger's blank. You don't want to see his father, his butler, his boss, or his mentor.
Sounds like a match game question.
Say? Use lifelines if you need to. Alright, I can just tell you how it works. The double dip lets you answer a question twice, but it also means that if you get like your first answer wrong, you just can't walk away after that. But you don't have to worry about anything because you're on the $1,000 level, you can't leave less than that anyways. Yes, if you want. And you also have the 50-50, and there's a little catch. If you want, you can use both lifelines in the same question and guarantee yourself the right answer. So, if you want to use double dip, it'll let you answer this question twice if you want to do that. Or if you want to use 50-50, it'll take away two wrong answers to the question. And you still have jump the question, so if you don't know it, you can also just skip over this question. It's up to you. And you have nothing to lose, so even if you want to guess, you can do that as well. I mean, you wouldn't lose anything, you're at $1,000. You're going to just jump the question, or we're just going to skip over this one? Alright, so we're going to go right to $4,000. The answer is butler. Alright, so we're going to go right to the $4,000 question right now. For $4,000, sports anime, here it is. What is the name of the football team that Santa I might say some of these names wrong, so please correct me if I say it wrong. That Santa Kobayakawa plays for in Ice Shield 21. Is it the Lightning, the Devil Bats, the Poseidons, or the Sphinx?
The Devil Bats,
I was very confident. And yes, she is right for $4,000. $8,000. By the way, I was just asking everyone, could you guys just like duck down? I didn't want anyone to block my camera. If anyone else wants to record this, please feel free. I want to see myself on YouTube.
Everybody get up!
For $8,000, the category is Yoko Kanno. Let's see what it is. Which of these anime series has Yoko Kanno not been involved in when it comes to producing / composing anime music? Is it Cowboy Bebop, Wolf's Rain, this is my favorite anime by the way, Inuyasha, or The Vision? That's the fourth. You still have 2 of your lifelines left. You have your double dip, you have your 50-50. So far anyways, we'll have to wait. That's your lifeline chart. Alright, we're going to take away 2 wrong answers from the question right now, so you're here, do it. It's either Inuyasha or The Vision. You say it's Inuyasha, is that your final answer? For $8,000. Yes, it is Inuyasha. For $16,000. The category is, who is he? There we go. For $16,000, who is Makoto Nagano? Is he a Japanese voice actor? The creator of Samurai 7? Ninja Warrior All-Star? Or the founder of Namco? Now you can do a couple things here. You can you still have your double dip up, so that means you can answer the question twice if you want to. Or you can not use it. You can walk away with $8,000 if you want. No, she doesn't have to use double dip because if she uses it, she has to. If you use it, basically what it means is that you'll be able to answer a question twice, but say if you get your first answer wrong, then you still have to answer. You can't you walked away after your first wrong answer. If you get them both wrong, you're going to drop back down to $1,000. You have $8,000 right now. So if you want, I mean, you're at $8,000, so it's up to you. You can either see if that score will hold up or wait and see. Double dip. All right, guys, she's going to go for the double dip. So, all right. So, give me your first answer.
A Japanese voice actor?
You say it's a Japanese voice actor. Is that your first final answer?
Yes.
Well, I have some good news. You still have another chance to get this right because it is a good answer. Creator of Samurai 7, Ninja Warrior All-Star, the founder of Yamko. And you are out of lifelines at this point, unless you get to the $32,000 question. I mean, unless you win $32,000. What the right answer is. You can say it. You still get $1,000, so let's give her a big hand. Next contestant, who wants to come up? Oh, now I see two pairs. Just right away, hang on. Whoever wants to be best friends, let him know.
So, who here is a huge Naruto fan? Who loves this right here? Who loves this?
I saw a couple people with two hands up in the air. I want to see Chad's hands. I will let you guys know that this mark that I'll be using. It's going to be an audio question where I'm going to need to unplug his audio. Steal anything good lately? Nice.
I don't know what enthusiasm.
Thank God they just came.
No, I won't get that it is the Aperture Science combustible lemon. Get it right! Come on, who's playing ball? All right.
All right, guys. So how are you doing tonight? You good? That's good. Is this your first year handling in Boston? Second year? All right.
Yeah, he went to the Louvre the first time to steal the Mona Lisa.
All right, 2. All right. I won't even argue. argue. All right. So. All right, we'll get that after. I'll just roll it. All right, so. All right, guys, so are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Absolutely. And I just want to let everyone know once again that there's going to be an audio question at $1,000 that some people are going to absolutely hate me for, I guarantee you. All right, so here we go for... Yeah, all right. All right, so here we go for $100 and the categories. Here, look at them. The fifth category is dancing.
I love the internet meme.
You might get a hint right there. All right, video game companies is the $100 question though. So here we go. For $100, here it is. Name the company that owns Pokemon, and if you really need a hint, they also own Mario. Is it A, Nintendo, B, Sega, C, Namco, or D, Chuck Norris?
I really want to answer Chuck Norris.
I think we all do.
He does own everything.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Yes, you are right. For $100. That's a $200 question. Seasonal and wingless. I think you guys might know what this is. This has nothing to do with anime. This has to do with video games. Mooncake Festival is a Japanese theme for this popular game. Name it. Is it Angry Birds, Hopping Pigs, Tropical Island, or Gem Miner? A, Angry Birds. Final answer.
Yes.
And yes, you're right. For $300, here we go. Internet memes. Big Spin is an internet meme that involves which Bleach character?
Oh, be quiet.
Is it Rukia, Ichigo, Portcon, or Cone? So, well, you know all your lifelines, so it's a good thing. So, just you ask the audience, jump the question, do whatever you want. I mean, the audience is pretty smart. They got those last two questions that they were asked really well. Let's jump the question if you want to skip over the question if you don't know it.
Let's do the, let's see, the 50-50.
Want to do 50-50? All right, we're going to take away two wrong answers from the question right now, leaving one wrong answer to the correct one, and here we go, do it. It's either Portcon or Cone. Yeah, they're giving $1,000 because they what they're going to get involved in it, I guarantee you. That one's not you either. You can ask the audience if you want. If you want to guarantee yourself a right answer, you can use double dip because it lets you answer the question twice.
Isn't that like an automatic?
Yeah, it is automatic, yeah, but that means you can use two questions.
Oh, yeah.
Do the double dip.
You want to do double dip? All right, you can't lose here, so we might as well just you know what, we'll just let you, we won't even put the music on because it's not like you have to worry about anything, so.
Well, I like the music.
Well, it doesn't really matter, so just give me your first answer.
Or you may.
All right, so let's see if it's right. Let's just clap, all right, guys? Just clap. All right, there we go. All right, so you got it for $300, so that means you use two lifelines. For $500, the favorite sports of all, you guys are like this question, I think. All right. If you went up to any main character in iShield 21 and asked them who their favorite sports team was, what would be the most logical answer given? A, the Boston Red Sox, B, the Boston Celtics, C, the Boston Bruins, or D, the New England Patriots? Hint, hint.
Let's see, I should is football, so New England Patriots.
Yes. Yes, you are right for $500. Please sign up the audio version. Round note.
Shut up.
All right, guys. All right, so for $1,000, you guys write a comment.
The guy who was up there now is actually
All right. I want you to name a song.
oh no.
You don't want to dance? I'm going to stop the music, unfortunately. Alright. So is it A, Numa Numa, B, Deep Spin, C, Carmel Dancing, or D, Dodo? I like that game.
Ask the audience and jump the question. So you have one of those two that you can use. But I think the audience knows this. If you don't know, I think you ought to ask the audience.
Ask the audience. Audience. Ask the audience. All right, guys. Who here thinks it's name? Numa Numa.
Hello?
Who thinks it's B, Deep Spin? Who thinks it's C, Carmel Dancing? There we go. So now you know what the audience thinks.
I think it's D, Dodo.
Not only we got hands, we got a body.
So what do you think the answer is?
C.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
For $1,000. Yes, you can thank the audience.
Thank you, audience.
Knowing what sound it is. Go ecstatic.
All right, here we go for $2,000.
Lifelines.
We'll worry about that later.
Yes, like
For $2,000, gym leaders. Here we go. In Pokemon, Brock is the gym leader. Is it A, Celadon City, B, Vermilion City, C, Pewter City, or D, Cerulean City?
I think all those Pikachus will come up here and beat you senseless if you
But the thing is, if he doesn't know, and he can still guess because he loses nothing anyways. Well, yeah, he still has a double dip.
He doesn't get, yeah, you ever double dip?
No, I'm sorry. He hasn't skipped the question.
Skip the question, that's right.
This is what I wish I played more Pokemon than Pokemon Snap.
If you want to jump the question, you can. It won't hurt you because you'll just be going to the $4,000 question, but you won't lose anything.
We even have a Brock in the room.
It's a good thing no one has to must.
You can jump the question if you want. You don't have to keep thinking about it. He was going to jump the question, guys. All right. Well, he's jumping it. So the great answer is Pewter City. So yeah, you don't get the money when you jump the question, but as soon as you're at $1,000. So $4,000. Here we go. Climatic battles. Climatic battles. Here we go. In Trigun, who does Vash fight in the final massive battle of the anime series? Is it A, Millions Knives, B, Look Out to Blue Summers, C, Laying Off, if I'm saying that right, or D, One Up the Gale? By the way, you won't lose anything if you guess this. A, Millions Knives. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
$4,000. You jumped over the $2,000 question. You go for $4,000 and it paid off because it is right. It is Millions. There we go, guys. For $8,000 coming up. Cowboy Bebop is the category. Episode 11 of Cowboy Bebop features this look of horror in Spike's face after what event? A, seeing a sick guy. B, opening the old refrigerator. C, finding out who Judy is. Or D, hearing about Vicious again.
I like number B.
Anybody get that number? Oh, come on, I was going to correct me on that one. You can walk away if you want. You want 4,000. Is that your final answer?
Again, you can still walk away.
It's up to you. I mean, it could be right, could be wrong. Who knows? We have about 25 more minutes after this. Let's do it. Final answer. For $8,000 and no lifelines left. And yes, it is!
This guy's got guts. $16,000 question. Here we go.
Here we go. $16,000. From Disney to anime. I wonder what this is going to be. Oh dear. Which of these popular Disney movies has an anime adaptation series based off of it? Is it A, The Lion King, B, Monsters Inc., C, Tarzan, or D, Lilo and Stitch?
Monsters Inc. would be hilarious.
Anime adaptations.
You can walk away with $8,000 if you want. So what'll it be?
Again, if you're not sure, you can walk away with $8,000.
And you have no lifelines left. And if I guess you go down to 1,000. Yeah. Second contestant got $1,000. Jeez, I'm gonna have to walk away. All right, he's gonna walk away, guys. So, all right, we're gonna all right.
All right, so do you want to, what was your guess?
What would you think it would be if you had to guess?
Well, I was either Tarzan or Lilo and Stitch.
If you had to guess, just get a free guess.
Right, Tarzan.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't go for it because it was wrong. It was Lilo and Stitch.
But hey, $8,000 is
$8,000 sounds good.
great work.
All right, let's
Great
give
work.
another round of applause for you guys. Hang on, guys, I just gotta roll this.
Oh, come on, I can't even make photos.
This guy wants to come up so badly, so you know what, I'm just gonna let him come out.
He even took his shoes off and did jazz hands like
I can take off my shoes. I can take off my shirt.
What is causing that?
Okay, this microphone is far away. Seriously, like every time you touch something, you have to break it. Maybe that was.
Our previous contestant is causing. Yep. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test. All right, so that's good. Cover that. Mike wants the handheld. I think it's the handheld mic. Yeah, he goes in front of the speakers. Like, it is the handheld microphones. Give him a wire.
Okay.
Yeah, put it next to
We're
your
gonna have to do this in old-fashioned way. Sorry for making your ears bleed.
You know what we're going to do? We're just going to let him answer without a microphone. How about that? Does that sound fair?
Yeah. So we'll just say what his answer is.
Yep. You just be loud and clear if that's all right. Okay, that sounds good. All right. So you know the rules. You know the lifeline. So are we ready to do this? Your contestant 4, the best person that's got the best score so far, has gotten $8,000. So here we go. Let's start this. All right, and here are your categories. Look at them really quick, carefully. All right, here we go. For $100, let's do it. Anime genres. The Prince of Tennis would fall under what genre of anime?
incredibly tiring.
A. Mecha. B. Supernatural. C. Sports. Or D. Yaoi.
I love D.
Is that your final answer? Yes, he is right for $100. For $200, the category is in the family. Let's see what it is. How are Inuyasha and Sesshomaru related? Are they half brothers, father and son, cousins? Well, they're not actually related. And he said it was his final answer, and he did it very nicely, and it is right for $200. Here we go on for the $300 question. Pokemon, let's see what it is. Which Pokemon is number 1? I mean, come on, it's a $300 question. Were you expecting a much harder question than that? Is it Pikachu, Sandslash, Bulbasaur, Hitmonlee? Is that your final answer? Yes, you are right for $300. Guys, let's get into it. Come on, hey, based on your participation, it might make me more sticky with the contestant. All right. For $500, let's see what the category is. Hidden faces. I think you guys might know what's coming here. Which of these Naruto characters wears a mask? Is it A. Naruto, B. Rock Lee, C. Kakashi, or D. Gaara? Final answer. Yes, you're right for $500. And we're moving on to the $1,000 question. If you get this right, you're going to do less than that. And the category is Trinity Blood. Trinity Blood, what is Apple Negro? It's true for. Abel, thank you. Sorry, I watched Trinity Blood. I'm sorry if I offended that. Is he a vampire, a wolfman, the undead, or a crusnick? Crusnick, thank you. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I've really got to sleep myself.
Wow, you can't even run your own panel.
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense when you don't know if we haven't really seen the anime itself.
So frustrated.
He's going to go to the audience. All right. So who here thinks it's A, vampire? Few people. Who thinks it's B, wolfman?
One person.
Who thinks it's C, undead? Well, it makes me wonder how many people think it's D, crustic. Crustic! Oh my god!
I will beat you in senseless until you learn how to say that right.
That, yeah, you can beat me.
so-
It'll wake me up for the rave.
Oh,
Final
okay.
answer.
Is that your final answer? Yes, you are right for $1,000. All right, so you've used up your Ask the Audience, so you still have 3 lifelines left. Here we go for $2,000. We're gonna get right into it right now. Popular anime openings. The question is, the Cowboy Bebop opening was written by Yoko Kanno, but performed by who? Is it A, Steve Conte, B, The Pillows, C, The Seatbelts, or D, Hirofumi Sasaki? You can jump the question, but do you want to just jump it? Or he's going to jump it, so he doesn't know it, so we're just going to go right on to the $4,000 question. The right answer was C, The Seatbelts, so we're just going to get right over it. We're going to go right over that. So for $4,000, if you're still at the $1,000 level, because you jumped over that. Character identification, here we go. Let's see what it is. Name this character from Detective Conan. Who I'm cosplaying as. Okay, is it A, Shinichi Kudo, B, Kaito Kid, C, Hiji Hattori, or D, Woody Kokoro? Final answer. And I think my cosplay really helped, because it is right, it is Kaito Kid!
What a cheater.
Alright, we're going to go right on to the $8,000 question right now, let's do it. The category is Bleach. In Bleach, what is Green Zhao's rank on the list of strongest espadas? Is he the 6th, the 8th, the 4th, or the 7th? Now, you still have 2 lifelines left. You can guarantee yourself the right answer if you want to use both lifelines. Yes, the highest scoring person got 8,000, so you tie them if you get this right. No. The best thing to do would be to use your 50-50 and then the double dip, because that's the only way you can do it. Yeah, if you use your double dip, you can't use any lifelines after you've activated it. You're going to guarantee yourself a right answer. All right, so he's going to take away 2 wrong answers right now, so let's do that. Do it. So it's either 6th or 4th, but you want to use the other lifeline and guarantee yourself the right answer? It's up to you. All right, he's going to do it. So you have nothing to lose, so we don't have to worry about anything. So he's going to say A is 6 is his first answer. And yes, he is right. It is 6. Smiling face, yay.
All right, 16,000.
16,000 coming up. We'll see if you can be the highest scoring person so far if you get this question right, but you have no lifelines right now. You're out of lifelines unless you win $32,000. And the category is group leaders. Here we go. Who is the leader of the Akagi Red Suns in Initial D? Which is one of my favorite animes, by the way. Is it A, Ryosuke Takahashi, B, Takumi Fujiwara, C, Keisuke Takahashi, or D, Takeshi Nakazato? He's getting out of there, so he's walking away with 8,000. So all right, so he's gonna leave. I guess we're not gonna see that very happy dance that you promised. But if you could guess, what would you have said it was? Oh my God, you would have been right, and you would have had $16,000. Yeah, it's all right. You tied for first place, so
8,000 still.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see who's next.
Who thinks that they will definitely get past these 2 guys?
see companion cube. I see companion cube.
Wait. Komamura, I'll let you pick an AAC. It's your pick right now.
I want an
Someone just cover up my projector, please. I think we only have enough time to actually get one more person in.
With the bolter. Yes, that big thing right there, the bolter machine gun.
Oh, but the thing is that, like, that'd be kind of unfair to let you come up twice, though. So. All right, so we will let this person come up. Come on, guys, let's give a round of applause. Come on. Let's see. I'm gonna use.
He's a spy.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be good, I think. All right, guys. So let's try to make this as good as possible. So. All right, guys, we have enough time for you, and then we got to get out of here, so. All right, so let's just start this right now. So you know the rules on the lifeline, so can you... All right, so here are your categories, so look at them really carefully, and we'll see what happens. Anime identification is the first question. Let's see what it is. What is the name of this anime, and do not confuse it with Alchemy? Is it Fruits Basket, Full Metal Panic, Sonic X, or you just lost the game?
He just broke a big rule right there. Let's come up and beat him.
Is that your final answer? He says it's Full Metal Panic, and yes, he is right for $100. We're going right up to the $200 question right now. And Dragon Ball Z is the category. Let's see what it is. This is also for my friend. Name this character from Dragon Ball Z. Is it Gohan? Okay, I don't even need to explain anything, so he says it's Gohan. And yes, he is right for $200. For $300 coming up right now, you reap what you sow is the category. That's a bad pun, I know. In Bleach, Soul Reapers are also known as what? And here's a hint, they're also... You already told me the answer, so you say it's Shinigami?
I love potato chip eaters.
All right, we're just going to get right through it then. He's right for $300, yeah! All right, let's see if this is a little harder for him for $500. Can you reason right through these questions? Final Fantasy, let's see what it is. Name this Final Fantasy character.
If you don't, I'm throwing this mic at you.
Is it Sephiroth, Squall Leonhardt? Is it Censor or Cloud Strife? He's never played Final Fantasy.
He just entered
So
the
then
red
want to ask the audience. He's going to ask the audience, guys. All right, let's see what you guys think it is. Who thinks it's A, Sephiroth? Who thinks it's B, Squall Leonhardt? Who thinks it's C, Censor? Who thinks it's D, Cloud Strife? There we go! He said it's D, Cloud Strife? And yes, he is right. You can thank the audience. You just won $500. For $1,000, we're going to see if that made sound effect. Thank you very much. $1,000. Elements. Let's see what it is. In Pokemon, Mew is what type of element?
If he doesn't know this, I'm gonna go.
Normal, psychic, flying, or ghost? Final answer, he says psychic, and yes, he is right for $1,000.